heitere Open Air 2016. Und wir haben jetzt einen von der grossen Acts, die hier spielt, nämlich ist das Skunk Anansie. Nice to have you here in Heitere. I'm very sorry that we couldn't get a nice view or anything, that we have to be in this backstage little room box.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, all you can see is houses. I mean, it's disgraceful.
Who wants to have something like that back there as a view? I mean, it's really boring.
It's horrible.
Although it might be a bit boring in Switzerland. Well, nice to have you here anyway, both of you, being here. And, well, I mean, that's my first question. Back in Switzerland, once again, to a place where you've heard many times. Is it a place where you get special memories when the night before you come back to Switzerland?
Yeah, I mean, we recognise a lot of the places when we tour festivals where we've been before. And last time, we always remember kind of backstages and bands. And last time we were here, we were hanging out with Billy Talent. Thought that was a really good show as well, watching them. They're amazing.
They are really amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about Swiss festivals and stuff is they're really well organised as well. So as you see, the beautiful view, the beautiful catering, the great people working on it. I just had a massage, which was kind of nice.
You had a massage?
Ace had really good news too, didn't you, Ace?
Oh yeah, my brother's here in Switzerland. He had twins yesterday, babies.
He had twins?
Yeah.
And he's here, but he lives in Switzerland? Or
Yeah.
He's just visiting Switzerland?
No, he lives in Switzerland.
Where then?
In Zurich.
Zurich?
So I spent the day in Zurich yesterday.
Ah, that's nice. Well, it was a bit
Little
cold in Zurich
twins,
today.
they're so cute. They're
Girls
like
or boys?
They're like this.
Two girls?
Two girls, yeah.
They're like the size of my feet. They're tiny, aren't they?
Yeah, really tiny.
And now you're an uncle for the first time, or you've been a long uncle? A long
second time.
That's not the same anymore. Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah. No,
Second
it's not
time,
the same.
it's twins, cute. But,
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Anyway, well, that's very nice. Then you could go and visit them and spend some time with them.
Yes, I did, and I found out how expensive Zurich is again for a day out, evening, and buying presents for them. Very expensive.
What'd you get?
Oh, baby stuff, little dolls, and things like that.
All right, well, that sounds good. But it is really expensive. Something you also see when you go back to Zurich, Skin?
No, because do you know what? I went out in Zurich. I went into where we were staying. We were staying in this little town, and me and Cass went for a wander. And I bought myself a pillow for my tour bus and, wandered around town. And it wasn't that. It's actually, we went to a little Greek place and had falafel. And that was actually quite reasonable, actually. Yeah, it was only like 20 euros or something. It was great.
Yeah, it wasn't. That was not that much. 20 euros.
Falafel.
It's okay. Each falafel.
For each piece. No.
Also, Sie kommen gerne in die Schweiz zurück. Sie erkennen auch all die schönen Orte, was es tatsächlich auch in der Schweiz gibt. Und der Ace hat, nicht er selber, aber seine Geschwister, I didn't ask, is it your brother or your sister?
My brother.
Your brother. Also sein Bruder hat 2 kleine Kinder bekommen und der wohnt sogar in Zürich in der Schweiz. Und das heisst, sie sind nachher auch ein bisschen in Zürich rumgelaufen und haben wieder mal erkannt, wie teuer die Schweiz eigentlich wirklich ist. Und sind dann griechisches Falafel essen, was auch noch recht schön ist, weil das gibt es ganz viel in Zürich. Das ist auch ganz etwas Schönes. Also, nice to have you back here in Switzerland. Nice you enjoy it and that you've got 2 twins, I guess, then, all your brother, of course. And now you have your new album out in January, Architecture.
An architecture.
Architecture as well. An architecture.
An architecture.
Did I just say it wrong?
I don't know what you said.
I said architecture. An architecture. It's a difficult word. I'm not so good with the words.
No, it's very difficult. It's an architecture. Anarchy and architecture, smash them together.
What I wanted to say. That is very special. What's the reason you put these 2 words together?
Because I think we're living in an age of order and disorder. I think that we're living in an age where anything can happen. It's kind of, you can have spontaneous anarchy, spontaneous madness, but at the same time, people still have to go to work, you still have to do shopping, you still have to buy food, you still have to get buses and trains and be in public spaces. So it just seems to me that we're living in an age where you've got 2 completely opposite things happening at the same time, and it's quite weird, it's quite strange.
But would you say that one is better than the other?
No, I think they're both horrendous, to be quite honest, But I just think it's interesting because, what's really interesting is how quickly people get used to disorder and go back to living in an order kind of environment where an architecture where everything's okay again. It's like now we've had probably one of the worst years for mass murder and mass killings this year. But it's becoming commonplace. It's becoming, people don't even change their Facebook flags to the country of the colour, to the colours of the country, that's having the things happen to them anymore because it's just so many. And people are it's becoming part of the architecture to have mass killings and to have mass murder.
Alright, also das ist echt sehr interessant. Es ist allmeist eine Architecture, das ist eine Mischung zwischen Anarchie und Architektur. Und sie sagen, es ist einfach eine mega grosse Mischung zwischen Sachen, die passieren auf der Welt. Und es gibt einen gewissen Weg, wie Sachen passieren, wo sich einfach jeder daran gewöhnt. Und ab und zu muss man aber auch wieder mal aus dem Ganzen ausbrechen. Aber in diesem Jahr ist es ganz speziell, dass es so viele verschiedene Terroranschläge gegeben hat, generell Anschläge auf der Welt. Wo wir noch vor 2 Jahren unser Facebook-Profil geändert haben, das Profilbild, passiert das jetzt eigentlich auch nicht mehr so. Das ist jetzt eigentlich gerade noch die Folgefrage. Sie sind selber auch bei einem Bombenanschlag in der entsprechenden Stadt gewesen. Das Ganze ist in Istanbul passiert. Und ich wollte mal fragen, wie es eigentlich dort für Sie so war und ob Sie jetzt noch heute täglich da tränken oder ob Sie auch damals dann irgendwelche Vormaßnahmen gemacht haben für das. We were just talking about the mass murders and all the things that happen in the world. You yourself, we could read that in the media, were too in March in Istanbul as the bombing happened.
I was, yeah. It was outside, just kind of around the corner from my hotel in Istanbul. Yeah, very scary actually. It's the second bomb I've been in not been in, but the second time there's been a bomb go off near me.
Where was the first
time?
So
Liverpool Street, which is a huge £1,000 bomb. That took down the whole building. That was very scary. But it's as an English person, we've been living with this since we were very young, because when we were growing up, we had all the IRA. We had all the IRA kind of bombings happening in London, and threats and warnings and stuff like that. So yeah, it's very strange times. It's very difficult times, I think. It's very scary times.
Were you there in the hotel at the time when it happened? Did you hear the bombs go off and everything?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So that when you think back to it now, is it something you think about every day, or do you kind of, do you get used to it?
I think if you think about it every day, it cripples you. If you think about all the things that could possibly happen, it cripples you. We were just at Ziget, and it took a long time for people to come into the gig because there was a bomb threat at the entrance of Ziget in Hungary. I think that you really do have to move on very quickly, and you have to continue with the architecture of your life. Otherwise, it does cripple you. Otherwise, they are very effective in making the people scared. I was watching a lecture this morning by Tony Benn, who was my favourite British politician, I should say, Labour politician, and he was saying two of the biggest ways to demoralise a people are two of the ways to kind of undermine people and keep people what's the word? Is fear and to demoralise them. You demoralise them, you keep them poor, and therefore you can control them better. Because if everybody was well fed and well educated, then it'd be difficult for the powers that be to control the people. And I think that what's happening now, there's a lot of demoralisation happening, there's a lot of fear happening, and we've got to rise above it and keep ourselves educated and keep ourselves safe, but keep ourselves informed and happy, depending. Because beyond everything that's happening in the world, you've got to kind of have a separation. It's like, I personally am a very happy person because I'm in a rock band travelling the world and I love what I do. And when I'm not in my rock band, I'm doing DJing, I'm doing other things. So personally, my life is great, and you have to keep that perspective. But at the same time, I think it's good to have a critique and to be knowledgeable about what's happening in the rest of the world.
That is very
it's a lot to
well
remember,
said.
no?
Well, then the next question is, now you say, you've got to go on, you've got to, try and be happy, try
it's
to
very
keep
important.
yourself,
it's very imperative.
educated and just, but you're not allowed to just leave that all just go past you without recognising it. I mean,
exactly.
Would you talk about it when you're on social media? Would you keep on, talking about it, or would you rather think not talk about it anymore at all?
No, I think it's very, very important to talk about it in social media, because social media is what people really actually think. I mean, social media is good and bad, because social media can kind of put one comment or one face or one reaction under a microscope, and suddenly that person or that instance that's what people want to talk about that thing that happened. But at the same time, it is like a direct conversation that you can have with people, and it is a good way for you to get information to spread around the world very rapidly. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of people who abuse that. A lot of people who put false kind of stuff on the internet and social media, who lie about stuff. I mean, Donald Trump is he's the genius at the internet lie. He's a genius at saying something that's going to get him absolutely loads and loads of press. That's completely and utterly an absolute bullshit. like Obama founded ISIS, you know, but he gets all the press and he knows that that actually does have an effect, whether he talks bullshit or not.
But
the fact that he gets all of the press and Hillary gets none. I mean, and so in some ways, you know, people like him can use media and social media to a negative way to get their own personal point across and to become powerful in their own right. But at the same time, you know, it's good and bad. That swings both ways.
But you're saying that they actually talk bullshit, but they know it's bullshit themselves. They're just
Oh,
doing it extra,
absolutely.
yeah?
I mean, you know, Donald Trump knows that, you know. He knows that, you know, Obama he's not the founder of ISIS. You know, we know who the founders of ISIS are, you know, but he's doing it to get loads and loads of press, and he's doing it to rise people, and he's doing it because he's losing, so he wants to get the vote of the ignorant, uneducated, white, poor person in America, you know, all the rednecks that basically don't get their news from anywhere else but his website or Fox News or something like that. And if those people go out and vote for the first time, then he might have a chance of becoming president. That's why he's doing it. He's doing it to get those ignorant people out to vote, because that's his last chance, because educated people are not going to vote for him.
Doing very well, actually, well, one can say. I guess nobody knows how it's going to end this whole
Well, he's not
presidential
winning.
race.
Anyway, we got sidetracked, didn't we? We got horribly sidetracked. You got me on my favourite subject.
Oh,
what I was going to say is that if you just talk about politics like I just did all of the time, it gets really fucking boring. So I think at the same time, it's important to, you know, to realise that, you know, we're here for music, we're going to enjoy music, and you can't be too serious all the time, can you?
That is true, and we actually are here for music, to have a good time together. You in the bands together, I mean, do you talk, I mean, just one more last turn about that whole situation. Might ask you, Ace. Do you in the band talk about the things, your fears that you have? It mustn't be terrorism or anything else, just fears as a whole thing in the band.
Yeah, all the time. All the time. We had a big discussion about the Trump-ISIS thing on the way up, actually, on the drive. We talk about it all of the time, and we talk all the time, actually. If we're on the bus, usually we've got this whole bus of loads of space. We're usually all in one place together. We're sat downstairs in the lounge, or we're sat watching a film. Yeah, you'll see us when we're together. We're always sitting eating together. We hang out together. We're like friends. So we chat about everything from a new idea for the stage show, or a new single or a video, right down to the politics, right down to social politics and relationships and everything. So we're quite an open band together, actually.
Exactly. You know, we kind of like do different things at different parts of the day. So we wake up and we talk about politics. Then we fuck about a lot. And then after the gig, we drink a lot.
What does fuck about me?
We do stupid things. We play nonsense games, and we take the piss out of each other, and we have a laugh. And then after the concert, we tend to drink a lot. So
drink a lot.
That's another.
It's a nice view again here, guys. Yeah.
With a nice view.
Last time we were here, actually, we spent the end of the evening there, watching the view, drinking, hanging out with friends. That's what we tend to do. We kind of, once we've done the day, at the end, it's all about just kind of relaxing then, socialising, seeing people we know, you know, and having fun, really.
Because you got to remember that rock bands are in rock bands because they don't want to have day jobs and they don't want to do this shit that people normally have to do. So at the same time as like being political and doing whatever, the main thing that we do is have fun.
Have fun.
All
play
the time.
Nonsense games.
All the time. We play computer games and we're stupid, and we play music to each other. We write songs. We do written interviews, and we drink a lot.
Third time said, I'll see you later there, I guess, somewhere like there.
We drink less than our crew. Our crew drinks us under the table every single night.
Well, I hope more than the guy that drives the car.
Oh no, he doesn't drink.
Oh,
no, he
good.
doesn't drink.
Lucky.
No, he just
really
drives
dangerous.
badly.
Yeah.
Our crew have got like a new drink of choice, right? They've all gone on to gin and tonic, right?
They bought an ice maker.
And we got on the plane to come over on this part of the tour, and one of the crew had this big box, and they were carrying it all the way through customs, everything. It was an ice maker, so they can have ice in their gin and tonic on the tour bus.
Well, it does make it a lot different.
That's class, isn't it?
It is.
It's
because,
class.
You get
You can't have a gin and tea without some ice, can you? You know.
Like, it's the same with wine. We used to drink wine out of a cup when we're like 18, and then you're getting older, and you're like, oh, red wine. Well, I've got to have a wine glass. I can't just drink it out of a normal glass anymore. It makes it better again.
Exactly.
It does.
It tastes better actually out of a glass. It tastes better out of a glass.
Also ich muss ganz kurz entschuldigen, jetzt haben wir zuerst über die ganzen Geschichten, über ISIS, über Terroristen, über verschiedene Anschläge abgeschweift, zum Thema, was es darum geht. Darf man das einfach alles außer Acht lassen? Darf man das ignorieren oder muss man das auch beachten? Ich glaube, die Aussage, die ich jetzt von der Band gehört habe, ist vor allem, hey, look, es gibt Sachen, die wir darüber reden müssen, aber wir müssen einfach vorausschauen, man muss glücklich sein. Sie sind glücklich, sie sind in einer Rockband, sie dürfen hier an einem wunderschönen Ort, zum Beispiel hier am Heiter Open Air spielen und es ist doch einfach eigentlich alles gut. Und sie haben noch Spass und ich glaube, es ist ganz speziell, dass es eigentlich so muss sein, damit man auch länger als Band zusammenbleibt. Aber sie haben schon mal eine Pause gehabt in ihrer Band selber und das ist nach 7 Jahren passiert. Mittlerweile sind wieder 7 Jahre vergangen, seitdem sie wieder zusammengekommen sind als Band und ich will mal wissen, wie sieht es jetzt aus? Sind sie am gleichen Punkt wie damals oder sind sie vielleicht schon ganz viel weiter? Und coming to my last question now, we just talk about your band and it sounds like a lot of fun. A band where I would like to participate, but can't play an instrument and I can't sing at all. But I've been looking at the numbers and if I'm right, Skunk Anansie came together in 1994 and went on to 2001, which was 7 years. And now you came back together in 2009 and now it's 2006. Oh, I didn't get it wrong, did I? 2008, 9? No, 9.
2008.
Then the whole internet's got it
We
wrong.
did. We got no, but yeah, exactly, because we got together.
We played in 2009 when we
All
played
right,
the
well
first
then-
show, but
well
we
then-
were together just before.
We secretly got together in 2008.
Secretly got together. Well, then it's all good because I was just going to say it would have been 7 years gone by now again, and I
Yeah.
wanted to ask if you're like at the same place as 10, or if you're like a band that wants to keep on staying together. But now it's 8 years since 2008.
Yeah,
so it's all
exactly.
good.
You know, it's interesting because in 7 years, last time we did 3 albums. Now we've done 5 in the same amount of time. So I think that was the one. I think when we came back together, we just came back together as a better band, you know. And it's we came back together at being older and wiser, and with the objective is to be a great band, to write legendary songs and to have fun and not. We were so stressed out and serious the first time around because it was all new to us. You know, you take 4 kids from very poor backgrounds, and you put them in a situation where they're suddenly like, you know, in this huge band, this multi-platinum band. And so it was quite stressful the first time. Now it's not stressful at all. I mean, you know, there's moments of stress, there's moments of hard times, but nothing compared to what it was before. And now I think we just appreciate everything, don't we?
Yeah. And you kind of seen the same situation over and over again from back in the day, so you know there's always a solution.
There's always a solution, but it looks like the band's going to be staying together for another few years and maybe forever. Let's see
Exactly.
about that.
He's got a Liverpool kind of Manchester accent, haven't you?
I was
Yeah,
going to say
yeah,
the same thing to you. What is going on with your accent?
Mum's from Manchester.
Manchester.
Mum, that's why.
Your mum's from Manchester.
Mum's from Manchester, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Because I
Lancashire, yeah.
was looking at you thinking, what is that accent?
This
Let me try and
Swiss-looking
pick it up.
guy sort of talking thing. Yeah. Anyway, well, that's good. I mean, that's all good for old fans. Then they will be happy about that information. We can cut it out, put it on the internet, and we'll be like, yeah, that's going to be good. We'll have a really nice gig here at the Hyde Open Air.
Thank you.
And have a really nice after gig right back there somewhere. With
Yeah,
a
we got a day off
gin
tomorrow,
tonic.
so we got a day off tomorrow. So, and now I'm going to go enjoy some of this amazing food.
Do that.
Yes, I heard you have lamb chops, which is my favourite.
I did not hear that yet, but if it's like that, I might.
It
even
might
have
be
a
just
buy
for the
myself.
special people, you know.
You calling me not? Oh, that's okay.
No, don't worry. You're
I'm not in a band,
you're
but
definitely
we are all
special.
special.
You're definitely special. Don't worry.
It
You're
doesn't
definitely
sound. It
special.
doesn't sound very nice.
Special.
Special.
No,
Just wanted
I'm
to
to
say.
say you're definitely special. No, I'm joking.
All right. Well,
I'm
thanks
joking.
very much, Skunk Anansie, and
We're all good people. We're all special, aren't we, Ace? I sound so American now.
all right. Thanks a lot, Skunk Anansie. I'll just repeat that again. Thank you
Skunk
very much,
Anansie.
Skunk Anansie.
Skunk Anansie.
And thank you very much.
Or Skunk Anansie if you're
Skunk
from
Anansie.
London.
Yeah, well, skunk for me.
Skunk Anansie, I like that. Skunk Anansie.
Manchester.
Monica, do you remember Monica? She had the.
She's got a Glasgow accent.
No, Monica's got that. Her boyfriend was from Liverpool, who taught her to speak English, and she's German. She's got the same
you
kind of
talk
thing
like
as
this, no? No,
no.
you can't do it.
She's got the same as you. When she speaks with in English, she's got a Liverpool accent.
Ah,
Yeah,
all right, now
yeah.
I understand. So it's
See, he's trying to get
German
rid of us,
Liverpool.
you know. We keep.
I'm not. I'm
we
just I'm
keep,
trying
we
to
keep
understand
carrying
it.
on the
Because I
conversation.
actually grew up English, but I never had to learn the English language. I just kind of I grew up with it, I guess. So
Yeah, you have a. Yeah, it's strange.
it's a Swinglish, we call it.
Swinglish.
Sounds wrong.
Swinglish.
Sounds wrong, but it's
There you go,
Swinglish.
Swinglish. There you
Oh.
go.
Let that be the last word of this interview.
Swinglish.